Buckle up, fam, because tonight's 90-day gossip train is off the rails. We've got lies exposed, hookups revealed, baby news, glow-ups, and fights so vicious you can feel the table shaking. Let's hit it. First up, Rob and Jen's dirty secret is finally out. Rob admits on the tell-all that he hooked up with Jennifer Terrazona not once, not twice, but 3 times while she was still with Cole. And if that wasn't wild enough, Chantel stuns the cast with a confession about her love life that left everyone speechless. Now, from sneaky hookups to baby bliss, Brandon and Julia just dropped a breathtaking maternity photo shoot, and fans are losing it. From lace gowns to glowing smiles, it looks like this couple's next chapter is about to begin. And speaking of glow-ups, Tim Malcolm has flipped the script. Once the quirky outsider, now the fan-demanded star. Viewers are begging TLC to hand him his own show or at least let him host the tell-alls. Could this be Tim's moment to shine? On the other side of the resort drama, who actually made it work after Hunt for Love's explosive finale? We're breaking down which couple survived, which ones crashed and burned, and the surprise pairings nobody saw coming. But wait, Carlos's name is all over Reddit for the wrong reasons. Fans are calling his behavior cringy, creepy, and even comparing him to American Psycho. Is it fair criticism or just internet cruelty? And in rare good news, Melanie and Dvar are living proof reality TV love can last. Still together, raising their daughter, running a business, and reminding fans that sometimes fairy tales do come true. But don't blink yet. Adnan's sweet baby moment has fans completely divided. Some saw a doting dad, others saw red flags everywhere. Control issues, cultural clashes, and custody fears. It's all spilling into the comments section. And finally, the claws came out. Elizabeth and Loren went nuclear at the dinner table. Your husband is controlling, and yours is a dick. Fans are still reeling, taking sides, and dragging Andre and Alexei into the battlefield. You don't want to miss this one. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the drama. Now, let's roll straight into tonight's first headline. Rob and Jen's scandal exposed at the tell-all. Rob Warren just detonated one of the biggest bombs in 90-Day Fiancé Hunt for Love history, finally admitting to multiple hookups with Jennifer Terrazona while she was with Cole. And that's only the beginning. Chantel Everett dropped her own shocking revelation that had fans and castmates gasping. During the tell-all, tensions were already sky-high. Jennifer Terrazona has spent weeks dodging whispers about her late-night antics with Rob, brushing them off as lies and slander. She even looked Cole straight in the eye and called everyone else a liar. But when Suki pressed for the truth, the walls finally crumbled. Rob, visibly uneasy but clearly fed up, spilled it all. He admitted he and Jen hooked up not once, not twice, but 3 separate times during the resort stay. His exact words? Well, that was just the first time we did it. Cue instant chaos on stage. Cole was blindsided. Producers rolled the footage anyway, showing the incriminating clip of Rob and Jen in bed. Cole's reaction said it all. Utter heartbreak mixed with pure betrayal. Jennifer, cornered, lashed out. She cursed, stormed off, and even shouted "fuck everyone" before the footage could play. But there was no escaping it. To make matters worse, Rob revealed Jen wasn't actually innocent about leading him on. He claimed she never had intentions of staying loyal to Cole. And when he hesitated, she actually encouraged him to keep things going. He even threw in that after the show wrapped, he hooked up with Sophie, because apparently one scandal wasn't enough. Tim Malcolm, ever the pot stirrer, jumped in, asking Cole directly if he knew about the affair. Cole, still in disbelief, admitted he wasn't over the betrayal. Castmates piled on too, calling out Jen for her vengeful streak. Tim himself claimed she had harassed him with endless calls during filming. Meanwhile, Chantel Everett had her own truth bomb to drop. She admitted she was exploring her sexuality and revealed she's now dating her friend Ashley. The cast reaction? Pure shock. Social media reaction? A mix of support, confusion, and memes galore. Fans couldn't decide what was more jaw-dropping, Rob finally breaking his silence or Chantel casually confirming a whole new chapter of her love life. What's undeniable is how raw, messy, and unpredictable this tell-all turned out. Viewers got everything: secret hookups exposed, shocking footage, broken trust, and personal revelations no one saw coming.
Don't touch that dial, because if you thought secret hookups and betrayals were dramatic, wait till you see what Brandon and Julia just revealed. Their baby news has the fandom in full meltdown mode. Let's rewind for a second. Remember when Brandon and Julia were fighting about farm animals, in-law interference, and whether they'd ever catch a break? Well, those days feel like a lifetime ago. Now, the couple has traded chicken coops and endless chores for nursery rooms and maternity shoots, and the transformation has viewers in full meltdown mode. The spark that lit up Instagram? A stunning set of photos Brandon just shared, showing Julia glowing in a white lace gown while he stood proudly by her side. It wasn't just a photo shoot. It was a declaration that their next chapter has officially begun. Fans were quick to react. The comment section was overflowing with gushing remarks. One fan wrote, "Julia looks like an absolute queen, glowing and gorgeous." Another praised Brandon, saying, "You can see fatherhood written all over his face already." And yes, because this is 90 Day Fandom, the playful jabs came too. Memes started circulating about whether Brandon's parents will be just as hands-on with the baby as they were with, well, everything else. One viral tweet joked, "Hope the baby's ready for grandma's chore list." But beneath the humor, there's real warmth here. Longtime viewers who watched their rocky journey, visa drama, culture clashes, in-law chaos, are now genuinely happy to see them thriving. Some even admitted to tearing up while scrolling through the pictures, saying it felt like watching old friends finally find their happy ending. It's also sparked some bigger conversations about growth. Fans pointed out how far they've come since their early days on reality TV. Julia, once overwhelmed by American farm life, now seems grounded and serene. Brandon, often caught in the middle of family drama, looks more confident and supportive. The vibe between them feels stronger than ever, and that's not going unnoticed. The timing of the post had everyone speculating about when the baby might arrive. The caption hinted at more updates to come, and you know this fandom is already counting down to gender reveals, baby shower chaos, and the inevitable TLC cameras following along. Keep it locked, because if Brandon and Julia's glow up gave you chills, wait till you hear what fans are demanding for Tim Malcolm. The internet is calling for his own spin-off, and the comments are wild. Once mocked for his style, mannerisms, and offbeat vibe, Tim is now being praised for his humor, authenticity, and steady presence on Hunt for Love. And fans aren't just rooting for him. They're demanding TLC give him his own spin-off, or at least the tell-all hosting gig. Let's set the stage. For years, Tim Malcolm has been one of the most polarizing figures in the franchise. His eyeliner, his fashion choices, his slow and steady approach to relationships, these all made him an easy target. Words like eccentric, confusing, and even metrosexual followed him around like hashtags he couldn't shake. But on Hunt for Love, something shifted. Instead of cringing, fans started laughing with him. Instead of questioning his masculinity, they began celebrating his confidence. The turning point? His mix of sharp wit and genuine kindness. One fan admitted, "I couldn't stand him until this season, and now he's the one I'm rooting for." Another added, "Tim is a rock star. Love, love, love him."
Little things made a big difference. Tim was caught carrying bags for Chantel, tossing out one-liners that lit up social media, and refusing to tone down his unique style. He leaned into the persona others tried to mock, and in doing so, flipped the script. The more unapologetic he became, the more relatable he felt. Fans suddenly saw him as a refreshing dose of honesty in a cast often accused of chasing fame. Of course, the debates never disappeared. Some viewers still question his masculinity with comments like, "I still think he's gay. No straight man would look like that." But here's the thing. Tim doesn't flinch. He claps back not with anger, but with confidence, showing that he doesn't need to fit anyone else's mold to be comfortable in his own skin. That energy has translated into something rare in this franchise: genuine respect. Fans are no longer just tolerating Tim, they're actively campaigning for him. The online chatter is filled with calls like, "He'd be the best tell-all host, TLC, are you listening?" Others want him leading his own dating show. One fan even joked, "Make him the next Bachelor, I'd watch every episode." The question now is, what will TLC do? This franchise thrives on chaos, but Tim is proof that authenticity can keep audiences just as hooked. Fans are practically begging producers to lean into his momentum. Whether it's hosting duties, a spinoff, or just more screen time, the demand is clear. Tim isn't background noise anymore. He's the main event. And just when you think we're done, don't touch that dial. Because if Tim's glow-up wasn't enough, wait till you hear which Hunt for Love couples actually survived after the tell-all drama. Spoiler, the answers will shock you. When Hunt for Love wrapped, a handful of couples looked like they defied the odds. Jen chose Cole at the last second. Courtney shocked everyone by ditching Usman for Colt. Tiffany dumped Carlo for Rocky. And Carlo himself paired off with Elise. But as the tell-all rolled around, the reality behind those storybook exits came crashing down. First up, Colt and Courtney. Honestly, nobody saw them lasting past the airport, but their connection deepened after Colt's unexpected injury, which oddly brought them closer. They admitted to having trust issues, especially when Courtney confronted Colt about receiving flowers from other women. Colt brushed it off, saying medication had affected him in the bedroom, but insisted there was no cheating. They left the tell-all as a couple, but rumors are already swirling that Colt's been spotted with a Brazilian woman. Is he back to his old ways? Only time will tell. Then we've got Tiffany, Elise, and Chantel, all dropping bombshells. Tiffany Franco admitted her fling with Rocky fizzled fast, though they remain friends. She shocked viewers by announcing a new romance with her boyfriend Ronnie, this time looking truly smitten. Elise, meanwhile, revealed she and Carlo crashed and burned just weeks after filming wrapped. She confirmed she's single, though Tim Malcolm wasted no time shooting his shot with the cheeky date invite. Fans are already speculating if sparks might fly there. And then Chantel. She left Hunt for Love solo, but during the tell-all, she confirmed what fans had been whispering. She's officially dating her friend, Ashley. Social media confirmed it too, with Chantel posting loved-up snaps that had the fandom buzzing. Some fans cheered her on for living her truth, while others admitted they were floored by the unexpected pairing. As for Jen and Cole, that roller coaster came screeching to a halt when Cole learned Jen had a secret sleepover with Rob. The revelation left Cole devastated, and while they claimed to be together at the reunion, their social media tells a different story. No likes, no follows, no posts. It's giving breakup energy. And let's not forget Carlo. After being exposed for spending time in Elise's bedroom and then dumped, his tell-all reputation was shredded. Fans have since labeled him shady, calculating, and desperate. The internet consensus? Carlo's stock has never been lower. The tell-all wasn't just a reunion. It was a demolition. Relationships formed in the bubble of the resort couldn't handle real-world pressures, and what we saw was the fallout in real time. From Colt and Courtney clinging on, to Tiffany moving forward with Ronnie, to Chantel redefining her love life, the cast reminded us why this franchise remains pure guilty pleasure chaos.
Stick around, because if you thought the breakups were messy, wait until you hear what fans are saying about Carlo. The internet is roasting him with comparisons to American Psycho, and the memes are savage. Here's how it started. During the season, Carlo tried to present himself as smooth, confident, and ready to win hearts. Instead, fans say he came off cringy, twitchy, and desperate. The backlash hit a boiling point when a thread asked if anyone else thought he gave off serial killer energy. The internet did what the internet does, and the floodgates opened. Linda West didn't hold back. He thinks he has swag. He does not have swag. Michelle Leach piled on, labeling him a wannabe player. Other fans chimed in with words like strange, creepy, and loose cannon. And the digs got darker. People compared him to Patrick Bateman from American Psycho and Joe Goldberg from You. One fan even said he had crazy eyes that made them deeply uncomfortable. The criticism didn't stop at looks. Fans called out his bizarre way of dealing with rejection. Connie Robinson said, "I've never seen anyone get mad that his preemptive strike didn't work. He was upset Tiffany wasn't devastated." Others accused him of saying whatever he thought people wanted to hear, pointing to a pattern of manipulative, insecure behavior. Speculation about drug use also flared, with commenters pointing to his fidgeting and odd expressions during filming. One blunt fan wrote, "He's a ticking bomb." Another added, "I wouldn't want him piloting an aircraft, let's put it that way." But not everyone is on board with the hate train. A small handful of voices push back, saying Carlo is just insecure and misunderstood, not dangerous. Gene Cave even scolded the fandom for dehumanizing him, calling the comparisons cruel. Still, the majority of chatter leaned heavy into suspicion and ridicule. Keep it locked, because if Carlo's creepy edit had you squirming, wait until you see the rare happy ending we've got next. Melanie and Dvar are proving that 90-day love can actually last, and fans can't get enough of their glow-up. While most 90-day fiancé relationships crash and burn under the pressure of fame, drama, and distance, Melanie Bowers and Dvar Walters have done the impossible: stayed together, built a family, launched a business, and earned a crown as one of the franchise's rare success stories. Let's roll it back. We first met Melanie and Dvar in Season 3, when their love story was anything but smooth. Between family doubts, fiery arguments, and Dvar's sister drama, fans were skeptical that this relationship would survive once the cameras stopped rolling. But fast forward to today, and not only are they still married, they're thriving in ways most 90-day couples can only dream of. These two even landed their own spin-off, 90-Day Journey, Melanie and Dvar, where viewers got a closer look at their lives after the spotlight shifted. And unlike many TLC alumni who fade into obscurity, Melanie and Dvar used their platform to build something real. They're now running a health and nutrition business called Protein Plates while raising their beautiful daughter, Ava. Fans who once doubted them are now celebrating their glow-up. One viewer tweeted, "They're the proof that 90 Day used to be about real couples, not just manufactured drama." Another wrote, "I didn't think they'd last, but wow, they're the couple I root for the most." The nostalgia factor is strong here too. Social media has been flooded with comments like, "Remember when the show felt authentic? Melanie and Dvar take me back to those days." Some even suggested TLC should create a Still Together series that spotlights couples like them instead of endlessly chasing messy breakups and scandals. Of course, not everyone forgot the rocky moments that defined their storyline. Viewers vividly recall the family feuds and trust issues that once threatened to derail their marriage. But looking at them now, those struggles only make their current success story sweeter. Dvar's commitment, Melanie's resilience, and their shared growth as a team have proven that sometimes reality TV romance can stand the test of time. The couple's business, Protein Plates, has also become a point of pride for fans. It shows they're not just surviving, they're building a legacy beyond TLC. Posts about their work and family life often get flooded with comments like, "Goals," and "Finally, a 90-day couple worth celebrating." And while other cast members stay relevant by stirring up drama on Instagram Lives or fighting at reunions, Melanie and Dvar's strategy is refreshingly simple. Focus on family, focus on business, and occasionally share those feel-good updates that remind fans why they fell in love with them in the first place. And just when you think we're done, keep it locked. Because while Melanie and Dvar are showing us love that lasts, Adnan's cute baby moment is tearing the fandom apart. Some say it's sweet, others call it a giant red flag. Here's how it went down. TLC aired what should have been a picture-perfect moment. Adnan cradling his newborn, smiling with pride, cooing over the little boy. The network framed it as adorable, using soft music and heartwarming captions to sell the scene. For a brief second, it looked like redemption, proof that the controversial reality star had layers and maybe even a sweet streak. But the fandom wasn't buying it. Comment sections lit up with debates that spiraled fast. On one side, you had fans genuinely touched by the moment. "Seeing Adnan with his son melted my heart," one viewer wrote. Another admitted, "I didn't like him before, but that clip made me tear up." And then came the backlash. Hundreds of voices labeled it performative, manipulative, even dangerous. Words like psycho, idiot, and misogynist dominated Reddit threads. Many pointed to his history of controlling behavior on the show, warning that this cute moment was nothing more than a mask. One chilling comment read, "If things go south, he'll take that baby to Jordan and never come back. Mark my words." The fears went deeper. Fans dissected everything. The way he talked to the nurse, his loud and boastful tone, even his excitement about having a son instead of a daughter. For some, it all screamed red flags. One viewer compared it to the film Not Without My Daughter and said they wouldn't trust Adnan one bit in a custody battle. Religion and culture added another layer to the debate. Some accused Adnan of pushing his beliefs on his wife and warned it could trap her in a controlling marriage. Others argued this wasn't about faith at all, but about power, predicting she might one day feel pressured or abandoned. Every tiny detail became a talking point, from his facial expressions to the way he held the baby. Still, a few defenders popped up scolding the fandom for going too far. One commenter argued, "Not every moment has to be sinister. Sometimes a dad is just happy to be a dad." But those voices were drowned out by a louder, harsher chorus of skeptics. And just when you think we're done, don't touch that dial. Because if Adnan's baby moment split the fandom, wait until you see the Instagram photo that blew it wide open. Tim Malcolm and Cole sat down together, and the internet went into full-on meltdown. Here's the setup. Tim Malcolm, known for his bold style, sharp eyeliner, and unapologetic vibe, sat down with Cole for what looked like a casual hangout pic. Tim leaned in, Cole flashed a cheeky grin, and boom, the comment section went into overdrive. At first glance, it's harmless. Two TLC personalities probably catching up off camera. But the body language, fans weren't having it. Within minutes, comments poured in like,
finally out of the closet, he finally came out, and perfect couple alert. Some even compared the post to a ventriloquist act, calling Tim the puppet and Cole the master. The reactions split fast. Supporters flooded the post with hearts and clapping emojis, rooting for them as a potential couple. "They look so good together," one fan wrote. "Papa Cole and baby Timmy, ship it," added another. But skeptics weren't buying it, calling the whole thing weird, suspect, or just two guys milking attention. Then came the alumni commentary. Usman, Soulja Boy, dropped a comment directly tagging Cole. "What are you doing, my friend? LOL." That wink-wink energy only threw more fuel on the fire. Fans immediately treated it like confirmation that something was going on behind the scenes. On Reddit, the thread spun out of control. Some users defended Tim, reminding everyone that his fashion and makeup choices have always drawn unfair assumptions. "He's been rocking eyeliner for years. Doesn't mean he's gay," one pointed out. Others weren't convinced, insisting the picture confirmed long-running rumors. A few fans tried to play peacemaker with the classic line of, "Who cares if he is? Who cares if he isn't?" But the louder voices, pure chaos. Memes, shippers, and conspiracies flooded every corner of 90 Day fandom. TikTok edits paired the photo with romantic songs. Twitter threads joked about TLC secretly launching a spin-off called Tim and Cole, Pillow Talk After Dark. Even YouTube reaction videos popped up with fans dissecting every pixel of the selfie like it was the Zapruder film. What's clear is that Tim and Cole know how to keep people talking. Whether this was a genuine, candid shot or a little stage stunt for attention, they nailed the #1 rule of reality TV fame: stay in the conversation. In a season dominated by messy breakups and creepy villains, this moment felt lighter, but no less dramatic. It's proof that sometimes one photo can cause as much chaos as a whole tell-all. And just when you think we're done, stick around. Because if Tim and Cole's photo had you raising your eyebrows, wait until you hear about Loren and Elizabeth's dinner table brawl. The insults cut deep, and fans are still choosing sides. A tense sit-down between the cast spiraled out of control when Loren called Elizabeth's husband, Andre, controlling, and Elizabeth fired back by calling Loren's husband, Alexi, a dick. The insults were nuclear, and the fandom hasn't stopped buzzing. Here's the breakdown. The scene opens with the cast gathered around a dinner table, and you could cut the tension with a knife. Loren, never one to hold her tongue, leaned in with her trademark no-filter energy. Looking Elizabeth dead in the eye, she dropped the bomb. "Your husband is controlling." Cue but collective gasp. The room went silent for half a second before Elizabeth fired back with her own zinger. "And yours is a dick." No hesitation, no flinch, just a scorched earth comeback that sent shockwaves through the group. From there, it was chaos. Castmates looked stunned, jaws dropped, and fans at home instantly split into battle camps. Team Loren pointed to Andre's long history of being aggressive, dismissive, and flat-out domineering. Receipts flew in fast. Clips of Andre yelling at family members, bulldozing over conversations, and even that infamous Moldovan real estate fiasco where he lost $75,000 of Chuck's money. One fan wrote, "Loren just said what we've all been thinking for years." But Team Elizabeth was just as loud. They argue Loren went too far, and that Alexi, widely seen as one of the more solid, dependable husbands in the franchise, didn't deserve to be called out. One viral comment read, "You'd never say that about Alexi. He's one of the good ones. Your husband is the real problem here." Another fan dragged Loren for acting like a mean girl and stirring drama just for the cameras. What made this fight hit harder is that it wasn't just petty name-calling. It tapped into the very identities of their marriages. Andre, the eternal hothead who fans love to hate, Alexei, the stable provider, now being dragged into a mudslinging match? Suddenly, it wasn't just about the women fighting. It was about their men's reputations. Reddit threads exploded. Some fans joked Elizabeth was deflecting because Loren had hit a nerve. Others said Loren went too far, but couldn't deny she landed a punch of truth. Memes flooded in too. One showed Andre stomping through the house, labeled controlling energy. Another showed Alexei with the halo and the caption, innocent bystander. Even casual viewers were drawn into the debate, with many pointing out that this was peak scripted drama. It feels staged, but I don't care. This was iconic TV. Whether real or manufactured, the fight gave the season the kind of jaw-dropping moment fans live for. And the fallout? Well, neither Loren nor Elizabeth backed down. If anything, this dinner table disaster might have just reignited one of the show's most underrated feuds. If you loved the drama, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and drop your hottest take in the comments. We read them all. And don't forget to follow us on socials for even more reality TV tea. Tomorrow, we're diving into a brand new shocker straight from the 90-day universe. And trust me, you won't want to miss this one. I'm signing off. This is Paper Highlighter, reminding you, stay messy, stay fabulous, and keep sipping that tea, fam.